Hello, this is the 106th issue of Catch of the Day, available on the Branch Talk YouTube channel. Today we're to begin another book, a new book, written again by Doug Mitchell. It's entitled When the Siege Has Ended, EZ5, The Judgement for the Living. That was cover page. Page 2. Study aim: to see what the Bible and Spirit of Prophecy have to say about what was to happen immediately following the siege of Ezekiel 4, and to determine whether or not those things have transpired as prophesied. Gem thought: Ezekiel was commanded to take a razor and shave his head and beard and demonstrate in what manner the Lord will purify Jerusalem, the church. See Ezekiel 5, Davidian SDA, World Session Report, 1964. Prayer thought: though it is the crowning work of our salvation and of the setting up of the kingdom of Christ upon earth, yet the investigative judgment is one of the least understood and most mystified and confused Bible subjects of the age. Were it not essential to our salvation, the enemy would not have expended every possible effort to envelop it in darkness. Imperative, then, is the unremitting need to search the Scriptures as for hidden treasure, and to beseech God for the guidance of His Spirit in order rightly to understand this all-important subject. In vain, though, will be any search for truth unless the motive be to learn and to do the will of God. Hence, if any man says Jesus will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God. John 7:17, track 3, page 3. With that counsel in mind, let us beseech God in the guidance of His Spirit in order rightly to understand this all-important subject. In doing so, let us also ask for the humility of heart and mind to acknowledge truth when it is presented to us, regardless of any preconceived opinions we may hold, trusting that God is much more willing to give us the Holy Spirit to convict us of truth and protect us from error than we can imagine. Introduction. In Ezekiel chapter 4, the prophet was told to do certain things that were to symbolize the city of Jerusalem under siege for a period of 430 years. Ezekiel 4, 1-6. In many of his studies, Brother Hoddeff showed that the 430 years of the siege were to begin in the time of Martin Luther and the Protestant Reformation and end in 1930. See 2TG 39. Yet he also said that the 430 years were to terminate at the beginning of the judgment for the living and the mark of Ezekiel 9, which he put future from his time. The 430-year prophecy by Ezekiel gives the information in detail from the beginning of Luther's Reformation to Ezekiel 9, marking of the 144,000, and unrolling of the scroll. Not all in regard to this matter is yet understood, nor will it be understood until the unrolling of the scroll. Volume 6, page 17. It makes it clear that there is a 430-year period from the Reformation by Luther to the purification of the Church. 1 SR 116. Judgment among the living. Let both grow together, commands Christ, in regard to the commingling of the wheat and tares, until the harvest. And in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together, first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Matthew 13, verse 30. Here the Lord is parabolically teaching that a time of investigation will come, and that then the angels will remove the sinners from the congregation of the righteous. Psalms 1, verse 5. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore, and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth, and sever the wicked from among the just. Matthew 13, verse 47 to 49. Take care.